Poe has been in your heart and in your life for nearly 20 years. True story?
It's true. I have been one and the same with Poe for a long journey, more time than any other character I've played in my career. It really has been the role of a lifetime. I feel very fortunate to have partied with Poe for a decade and a half.
So he must be, when you say that it's been this long, he must feel a bit a part of you. Would that be right?
It is like a part of the family. Yeah, well, I mean, look at my beard.
Yeah.
My beard is a panda. The white and black. I didn't like dye this color to be so perfectly panda-esque. It's just, yeah. And it was written for me. I don't want to brag. Look, I don't want to boast. I don't want to get out here tooting my own horn. But about 15, no, more like 20 years ago, my old pal Jeffrey Katzenberg, who used to run DreamWorks Animation, he sold it for billions. He comes up to me, he said, look, you know Shrek. You know what I do. He wasn't an a-hole like I'm making him sound. He was like, look, I want to do a cartoon with you, Kung Fu Panda. And I said, I don't know, dude, that sounds like it might be a little cheesy. He's like, I'll have you killed if you say I do cheesy. No, he didn't say that either. But he said, look at this. And he showed me a little clip of my voice from School of Rock, animated, with Poe's character doing the dialogue. And I looked at it and I was like, that is perfect. There was something about it that just rang some bells in my head, and I said, let's do this. This could be fun. And it turned out it's the role of a lifetime. I've been partying with Poe for 4 movies, and 15 years later, here we are. Unbelievable.
And when you say party, you are so right, because you just like shot a music video or something on a red carpet like that's been done before, like never. Baby, how was I supposed to and it really spoke to me that this guy has brought you as much joy as you bring everybody else.
You know, I was really proud of the way this movie turned out. It was making me laugh, and I really wanted to help promote it. Because when you love the movie, you go the extra mile. And the director said, hey, we want to have a Tenacious D song in the credits. And I was like, I'm game. And he said, we want to do a cover. What do you think? And my manager said, well, you should do Britney Spears. And I thought that was hilarious and also great because it's unexpected. Because her jams are strong. They are bangers.
Yeah.
But we bring a much more hard rock, you know, energy. So the collab of Britney Spears and Tenacious D was exciting to me. And then they were like, we got to have a music video to help promote the movie. And I said, I don't have time to do a music video. The only way I could, because I'm going to be in New Zealand shooting Minecraft. The only way we're going to be able to do a music video is if we like shoot a music video on the red carpet. When I come in, I fly in for one day to the premiere. And they said, let's do it. And I was like, okay. And by God, we did it. We didn't have time. You know, usually a music video will take a whole day, maybe 2 days to, we had like 1 hour on the red carpet and it came out great.
And you had a few extras, which is kind of helpful. You know.
Dude, that was the genius. We got our music video and we got some cameos. Yeah, a little Dustin Hoffman if you need him. A little Bryan Cranston. Not to mention Awkwafina, my partner in crime in Kung Fu Panda 4. And yeah, it was pretty awesome.
It was totally awesome. Awkwafina, like, she cannot put a foot or a word wrong. The woman is just so gifted. And I loved her in this, and I loved her character, and I loved your relationship in this. How would you describe Poe and Jan together?
We did have a great chemistry in that my character as Poe is kind of innocent and naive, a little childlike, not the sharpest tool in the shed, but he brings like incredible passion and love for Kung Fu, and she has more of a dry, sardonic wit, and she's stealth like a ninja. And her sense of humor and my sense of humor kind of clash and collide, but also work really well together as a team. It was kind of awesome.
Now, Poe needs a villain. You know, he wants to do some Kung Fu. And you pick up the phone and you say, oh, let's just get an Oscar winner in. Who should we choose?
Yeah, we got Viola Davis, which was incredible because she is a legendary voice and just an incredible actress, and she brings the gravitas. I don't know if you saw a little movie she did last year called Air.
Oh, yeah.
She played Michael Jordan's mother, and she's so good. She's just always so good in everything she does, so I was over the moon when I found out that she had said yes to this villainous character.
Yeah, the chameleon is...
The chameleon, or as I like to call her, the chameleon. She can shapeshift.
Just like that.
She's a shapeshifter. She can be any of the villains, and she is. And so you get little cameos throughout the movie of these different villains that she shapeshifts into. And she even shapeshifts into an evil version of Poe. And so I have to fight myself at one point.
That must be your worst nightmare, surely.
Well, you know, they say ever since Darth Vader, remember in Star Wars when Luke went down, he went and like partied with Yoda? And had to get his training in,
yeah.
And then he went into the jungle forest and he looked, and he thought he saw Darth Vader and he fought him, but then the mask came off and it was Luke Skywalker. He had to fight himself. Ever since then, people have been like realizing that the true opponent that is within ourselves always our own inner demons.
One of the things I loved about, and I hate to call them message because it's not, it's kind of the whole concept of the story, and in each one I come out of a Kung Fu Panda feeling like I want to get and know a little bit more about a little part of myself. And the timing of this for so many people, and the notion that perhaps one life is ending and that change is around the corner and we shouldn't be afraid of it. And in fact, if we stay in the same place, it loses its flavour. Where did the idea for that story come from? Because it feels pretty relevant for a lot of people right now.
Well, I wrote the whole thing myself. I've written all the Kung Fu Pandas. I'm actually an incredible writer. That's not true. We've got the same writers on all four. We've been lucky to have that through line, and they got hit with the inspiration. You'd have to ask them where it came from. I can't take credit for it. But another one of the messages, it's got many layers, and one of my favorite messages in the movie at the end, he says, it's never too late to do the right thing, when he tries to talk to the villainous chameleon. And he's like, we don't have to end this in violence, you know, you can do the right thing here. And I like that peaceful instinct, because I think Poe, just like me, is a lover, not a fighter at his heart, at his core. He just wants to bring peace to the Valley of Peace, peace and love. And I think it's an important message in these days.
It so is. We love having you down here in New Zealand again. I mean, after Kong and the many tenacious visits here, I feel it should be about time you got a passport.
Oh my gosh.
Just
Do
saying.
you know anyone? Can you pull some strings? I'd love some dual citizenry. Is that a thing? You can just like call someone? You have to get in a long line.
Yeah.
I'll get in line.
Yeah, I think you also have to remember that everybody, and particularly everybody in this country, just bloody adores you. So I think you could probably get whatever you wanted to, so to speak.
The feeling is mutual.
Does it feel a little bit like at home when you come back? I know you're Auckland, not Wellington this time, but still.
I do feel the love.
Yeah.
I felt it in Wellington. That was an incredible life-changing experience working with, I'm going to drop something now, Peter Jackson.
Oh,
oops, yeah. Clank! Let me get that. Put it back in the back pocket.
Yeah, I think we've
on King Kong.
Yeah, amazing.
And now here in Auckland, it's been another incredible experience. Love the people, best crew I've ever worked with on Minecraft, and yeah, Jason Momoa's got the right idea. I see what he's doing. He's made this his home base. I get it.
No, I get it as well. And I don't think he'll ever leave. I think he's pretty blimmin' happy here.
Agreed.
Now, I don't want to sound like a tosspot.
Yeah.
But the last person I maybe learned a couple of kung fu moves from was a guy called Jackie Chan.
Oh, yeah.
And then I thought, well, surely Poe can maybe just at least show me one move.
Jackie Chan showed you some of his moves?
He did. I don't remember any of them.
That dude is a stone-cold master, but I don't think he has a certain move that I like to call the chop kicks. It's similar to chopsticks, but... Can I get this camera, please? Not that one, this one. Yeah.
What's it called again?
And that's just a taste.
I am not trying that. I'm wearing a dress.
I think I pulled something. Can we go straight to the medic?
Okay, that has definitely gone to the top. Maybe over Jackie Chan. There was amazing.
Jackie Chan, if you're watching, I'm ready.
What did you call that again, Jack? Sorry?
It's the chop kicks.
Okay. I loved it.
Thank you.
Hey, what is your favourite Christmas movie and why is it the holiday?
Because I'm in it.
Oh, that'll be
I never thought about that as a Christmas movie. I just thought of it as a sweet rom-com.
Look where it is now.
I guess it is.
No,
it is a Christmas movie. I'm still winded from my chop kicks. It's a huge mistake to go full bore. I didn't have to do that many.
I'm sorry.
I could have done 2 or 3 chop kicks. Why did I do 17 in a row? No one knows. But I'll tell you something else. If I'm really honest with you, the best Christmas movie of all time is Elf. I'm not even in there. But my buddy Kyle Gass of Tenacious D is in there. Got a little cameo. He's got a funny line about asparagus.
Okay.
And that's that, you know. What do you have there, Kate?
What? What is this?
Do you have a uke hiding in the back?
And it's a New Zealand-made ukulele that has performed in the New Zealand Ukulele Orchestra. Now, the only reason I'm bringing it out, and I'm not going to turn you into performing seal, but this is kind of our national instrument. We used to have to use a recorder to learn music in schools, and it's like hearing someone being strangled in a car park. Whereas now the kids are learning to play music, learning to become the school of rock by playing this. Is it the most glorious thing you've ever seen?
Shall I christen it? You know, I have not practiced uke in years, so it would be a miracle if I could play anything. Ooh, that's it. I wish I had practiced, because I used to have a jam. Nope. God dang it. Kate, let's rock it. Let's rock and roll on. Hey. All right, I'm going to work on that.
No.
Next time I'm really going to be ready for you.
Can we just come back to a second just to this glorious Poe?
Yeah.
It's opening in cinemas in a couple of weeks. The fact that you're on a 4th film means that people really love him. So I've seen you inside the voice booth. You really warm up. You get into it. I would imagine the difference between being in a voice booth and being on camera, you can kind of dial into a different part of your creative process, yeah?
You know what I love about the booth? When you're doing voice work, you can really drill down and do as many takes as you want. And that's a luxury you don't get on the set of a live action film, because time is money on those sets. They don't have time for you messing around. And I like to turn over every stone if I have a chance and do different readings, and then also do 100 takes where I'm just making it up. It probably drives the editor and the director insane, but I love it. I love to do it. I love to put on a show. And that voice work, if I've had a good session, I get the same high as I do, you know, on stage at a concert or, you know, on the set of a live action film. I really do love it.
If you had well, no, it's not a choice. You get to do all of those creative processes. You say you can be on a film set, you can be sitting here with me, you can be in a voice booth, and then you can be in front of thousands and thousands of people with Kyle doing Tenacious. And do all of those things feed different parts of you, or are they just the same arteries into the same heart?
It is the same arteries. At the end of the day, it's putting on a show. And the truth is, I have weird stage fright. And there is anxiety and like fear that goes into it. And I think that's natural. Everyone has stage fright. But if you really love it, if you really love putting on a show and you like that attention, then it outweighs the fear. But I wonder if this is annoying you that I'm sitting like this, because I'm so relaxed. But also, if I'm being honest, my legs are so short that if I really sit on this properly, it looks wrong. Like, my feet don't touch the ground. You know what I mean? This is not good. So I did that. Well, you'd rather just kick off the shoes and just take a little snuggly nappy nap.
Actually, you look really comfy, and you're allowed to have a snuggly nappy nap. I'll do the same on my
Yes, look at us.
And we can just have a little snooze. This is the end of your press for today anyway. It's been a busy day for you.
It has been a great day, but this has really been the cherry on top, Kate.
Stop it.
It's true. It has to.
And you just seem to embrace the process, though. And after all of these years, and I've been doing it for 20, it's a hard process to embrace sometimes, having to do a whole lot of press. And it's not that you have to always be on. It just, you always seem to just be you.
Well, it's a combination of both.
Yeah.
You want to be you, but it is at the end of the day also a performance, and so you want to put on a good show.
I know.
So yeah, there's always a little bit of stage fright, even in a thing like this that we're doing now. There's a little bit of like, oh boy, I hope I don't blow it. I hope I'm good. Of course. No, it's show business.
Yeah, it is show business. So then you would go and have a lie down. What would you do in Auckland just to chill out?
Well, I've had some great times in Auckland with Jason Momoa. He's taken me to some of the best restaurants I've ever been to.
Nice.
We went to a little, I don't know if I should blow them up because then maybe they won't be, but I'm going to say, there was this one Japanese restaurant we went to. It's a yakitori restaurant called The Cave.
Oh, yeah, Tanuki's.
Ooh, dude, that was so good. Delicious, like on a stick, deliciousness.
Oh, yeah.
And also they had like beautiful ambiance, like the Japanese lanterns, the lighting in there.
It's beautiful. You get in a booth.
Get some cold sake.
Yeah.
And then we also went to an incredible sushi restaurant. Anyway, Jason knows the town.